All right, hey all you action figure minute fans, it's time to open up a new toy, and this time we have Jaeger from Savage Crucible Wave 2. I did the all-in for waves 1, 2, and 3, and then some for waves 1 and 3. Wave 2, during the Kickstarter, I wasn't so crazy about, but after I got my all-in hand just the other day, and you could see that video over here if you click the card, I was actually quite blown away by these. What I was initially kind of apprehensive about on the bodies was they look kind of slim and slender in the renders. There's a nice rhyme. But getting these in hand, they look great, and they look like they're scaled pretty similarly familiar to other lines that, you know, we might be collecting. So here's a shot at Jaeger in the packaging. And I already removed one of the plastic things inside, so I can get a cleaner shot in package for my short video that I'm going to produce. That's why some of the hands and stuff are falling around. So I did that. But let's go ahead and jump right in. Actually, before we do that, he comes with a bio reading. Let's do that. You can go ahead and skip ahead. I'll do the little chapter things if you don't want to hear me read the bio. But little is known of the bounty hunter called Jaeger. His price is high. His skill can match it. He cares not for sides or cause, and will see any commission through to the last. He keeps his own counsel and treads a solitary path through the cruel, grim landscape of the Crucible. Few have laid eyes on any shape other than his Therian beast form. Oh, so he changes forms. Jaeger rarely assumes his human face anymore, except as a guise or a ruse. Unlearned folk murmur that it is his critique of the world beyond Theria, a world which he holds in utter contempt. Others theorize it is a penance for past sins, perhaps related to the mythical lost daughter that all Therians are tasked and cursed with seeking in their exile. The deepest thinkers deem it a sign of the inner man turned to beast, and that, after a lifetime of strife and cold murder, there is little humanity left in one like Jaeger. As for Jaeger himself, he would scoff at such prattle, then kill the prattler. For the only thing more dangerous than being the bounty Jaeger stalks is wagging the tongue that dares delve into his mysteries. Okay, pretty cool bio reading. Let's go ahead and crack him open. We're going to check him out. So let's go ahead and slice-a-roo. And slice-a-roo. Those were fake slice-a-roos because I already told you I already opened it up. Haha. Anyway, when you open it up, look at that stop sign. What does that say? Look behind the map before you throw everything away. So we're going to make sure that we do that. So we're pulling out the map. There it goes. Behind the map is the mystery card. We're going to save that to open at the end. Go ahead and discard the packaging because I do not keep the packaging because I am an opener to a fault. So Jaeger, he comes with 2 extra sets of hands. A soft good capes that was right behind the clamshell, kind of loosely packed in there. And everything that was in here in the tray was, instead of being tied down, there was a piece of cling wrap over the top, if you will, to hold everything in place, and it's easily removable. So I guess it's very collector friendly. Yeah, you have to slice in to get into the box, but you can put everything easily back in here, and if you put the cling wrap back on top, it would work. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the little tilt, knock stuff out of here, get the hands out. So again, nothing's tied down. Looks like the little knife is, nope, it was not taped down. It was just in there super snug so it doesn't fly around. Very cool. Sorry for the ASMR noises as I'm popping stuff out. But we toy collectors, we love that plastic ASMR sound. And then looks like this plastic piece back here, I'm thinking the cape must have been in here, but it fell out. So it probably wasn't just loose and rolling around in the package. And then at the bottom, we have a mystery weapon in a blind bag, so we'll save that for the end too. We've got the silica pad that you don't want to eat. And boom, all the accessories are out. Now let's bust Jaeger out. Now, actually, Jaeger is tied, not that it matters, not to me, but he is tied down at the waist. So we'll just go ahead and cut that. There we go. Bye. All right, so we've got Jaeger here. And first things first, let's do a close-up here of his face. I mean, that sculpt is killer. Go ahead and turn to the side this way. It looks like the camera, oh, now it got me. The camera is picking up that head sculpt really well. Just go ahead and set him right in front of me. You want to look at Jaeger, not at me. Wow, that looks great on camera. And he has some really cool accessories. I'm guessing a lot of these are removable, like these bolts, if you will, for his crossbow on his chest. I don't know, if you were to have a bolt of crossbows on your chest, would you have them pointed down or pointed up? You can spin-a-rooney that thing. He's got a pouch on his waist, and he's got a huge scabbard sheath, whatever the proper term is, on his back for his sword. And all of the shoulder pads are removable, just like other toy lines like Mythic Legions or the Lemurians from Savage Crucible Wave 1. So that's all swappable. The whole deal with this line, if you don't know about Harbinger Studios and their background with My Action Figure Customs, I recommend you go check that out. They have a long history of making really cool custom action figure pieces for various toy lines in the past. And I think they're going to maybe be doing some for Savage Crucible too. I know they're going to be doing, of course, a lot of production pieces because they, you know, they've got their accessory lines, but something just fell back there. But we'll see what they keep doing going forward. And I'm not really talking to you about what I'm doing, but I am working the joints. And so far, so we've got... Go ahead and remove these shoulder pads, which are easily poppable. Getting them out, they peg right in the back. But he's got like a secondary shoulder pad. Can we remove that one too? We can. So look at that. He had two shoulder pads, if you will. So he has a ball jointed shoulder, swivel bicep. Swivel bicep's a little tight due to the sculpt, I think, is just kind of, nope, there it goes. Just had to move it a little. And double hinged elbows. Both of these are moving just fine. On the figure, he comes with a his left hand is vertically hinged. Can swivel all the way around and has an up and down vertical hinge. And on the other arm, let's go ahead and remove this shoulder pad as well. So again, the customization is there if you wanted to swap armor between figures. Go ahead and ball jointing all the way around, all the way up. As I just took this out of the package, I did not warm it up at all. Bicep swivels just fine. Double jointed elbow just fine. Vertically hinged hands here. Just dropped them. Vertically hinged hands here as well. And at the hip, we have the ball jointed hips. And I'm not, since I just opened them up, I don't want to flex them too much, but I got them right here very easily. Double jointed knees. So we've got 1, 2, you can go all the way up like that. And we've got a ball and rocker at the ankle, and that is moving super fluid and fine, no issues. Let's try this other leg out. Same thing, no issue there. So out of the box, I'm not saying this is going to be like this for every single one. You should always proceed with caution. We are adult collectors and we know how to handle these toys. But I have zero issues or complaints out of the box with Jaeger's articulation and sculpt. It's absolutely flawless, superb. Now he comes with, as we discussed, he comes with this soft goods cape and let's go through all those accessories. Comes with a hood that's in a downward sculpt, so if he wants to have his hood off, so we can kind of just slide this, take his head off and slide that on. We've got a hooded head, complete with his eye patch in there. There we go. We have his shoulder armor, 4 pieces. I just threw one, 4 pieces. He's got that, they're double. I don't think we've ever seen that before on an action figure. 2 shoulder armor pads. Let's look at his hands. I've got those right in front of me. He's got a set of hands that are your graspy grappling hands. And these are horizontally hinged. No issues with the movement on that guy, none on that guy. And then he's got weapon holding hands, and the ones that come with him again are vertically hinged. These are horizontally hinged weapon holding hands, and no issues at all moving him. So I just went through all of the articulation on the figure, flawless, perfect. This sword looks really cool. You can see it looks like it's picking it up in the camera. It's kind of got like a verdigris blue tint to it. Can barely see it on there. It's like a slight blue wash over the top in certain spots to give it that kind of aged steel effect. So that looks really cool. The handle has like a bone, like a hook at the end, not a hook, but a tooth, if you will. And the dagger has the same kind of blue wash effect to it. Let's see how we can do this. There we go. And then last but not least, we have his crossbow. So we'll kind of do an up and down of that. Cool little wolf head on there for his beast form. I'll have to read that bio again. Nice, like aged, gnarled wood. So very cool sculpt all the way around. So let's gear him up. Let's put this knife, his sword here in the back, slides right in. He's got a pouch here. The pouch is not openable. And we've got the sheath for the dagger on his ankle. And let's go ahead and pop his head off. And let's put his hood down and put that head back on. And take a gander at him. Actually, we should probably put the cape on him as well. Let's go ahead and take the sword and bandolier off. Let's put the hood on. Sorry, the cape. There we go. Putting the cape on, the hood on the top, and the head on. I'm trying to still learn this whole process through of doing it so I can see it and so you can see it. So bear with me. Thank you for those of you that are bearing with me. So there we go. Got Jaeger with his cape on. Now, it's a very cool like burlap sack material. So that's really awesome. It looks like it's laying very nice. On the front, this is wired, so you can have it kind of like blowing open like that. On the back, he does, you can see here, have 2 punch outs. So you can put his shoulder armor on top over this cape. So that's really neat. There's a 3rd punch out too. It looks like in the middle down here. I wonder if that's for purpose for some other accessory. It doesn't look like, it might just be weathering to the cape itself. But those are definitely, let's go ahead and try and put those pauldrons through. I'm not going to do that on camera. I'll do that off camera just because it might be a little harder to kind of work it in there, and I'll need a little bit more focus on what you guys will want to, and patience for what you guys will want to see. Let's go ahead and take this head off, and we'll put the hooded head on next. And we'll check that out. And I tell you what, I want to get over this shoulder surgery. It is still kind of painful. I might need a little heat for this head. It's kind of not going in there. I'm struggling with it, but I got it. Yeah, it's on there. So there we go. Let's position that cape a little better so it looks a little better on the camera. Get his sack out of the way. Get his sack out of the way. There we go. All right, so let's pause. Let me gear him up real quick and we'll come right back. So stay right there. All right, and we're back, and I've got him geared out now. So what I discovered was that punch out hole on the back was for the sword sheath. the peg that's on the sheath can go through the cape and then hook to his strap on his back. It's got the length in there to get all the way through. Same thing with the shoulder pads. I've got both sets of shoulder pads. These pegs into the back of his arm, or back of his shoulder, and these peg into his back. So it was able to accomplish all of this by using all the different articulation points or points of contact, whatever you want to say. The holes to plug in his accessories. Get another shot at his crossbow here. And this is just a standard, hey, I'm shooting at you with my crossbow style pose. Very cool sculpt. How do you guys feel about the double jointed looks and the articulation here? I'm a bit more of a sculpt over articulation points. I don't need the most hyper articulation points. Now, I'm not saying that it looks bad by any means on this figure. It's very well hidden, but I'm more of a single hinge joint kind of guy. I'm probably not the best action figure poser in the world, and this guy can do a ton of it. But I think it would have looked a little bit cleaner myself if it was just single hinge on the knees, and the elbows are a bit better than the knees. The one thing that I am seeing though is the feet. The boot does have a little bit of a curvature at the toe. I don't know if you can see there, the toe curves up a bit. And the ankles on my guy are a bit loose. Kind of hard to get him to stand here. So I might need to go invest in some kikis. I don't have any kikis yet. So all in all, very cool sculpt. I do like the figure. I do like him a lot. I am kind of excited to, I definitely am excited to open up the Barbarian figures. That warrior with ball and chain looks very awesome. Let's go ahead and take off this hand. Go swap hands real quick. I haven't done that yet. Easily popped out. Go ahead and pop it in. Now he's got more of a splayed hand. So definitely really like the figure. Couple things I'd like to see him, address for future waves. This ankle, again, a bit loose in terms at the rocker, the up and down pivot. Oh, there he goes. He's standing. Got him. So it's not too bad. It just could be tightened up. So it's working. Yeah, I definitely like the looks of this guy. There's a lot of customizing that you can do with him. So let's go ahead and pause right now. We will go ahead and crack open, see what I got for the card and for the mystery weapon. Stay right there. Okay, we're back. I needed to take a picture of these for my short video so I can see them before I opened them up. Now let's go ahead and open them together. Start with the weapon because that's what's still in my hand here. So this is actually a Ziploc baggie. I don't need to cut it open, though you can. I guess that's the collector friendliness of it. So it feels like a long sword, feels like an orcish style sword, like Lord of the Rings orcish style with the hook at the end. Or this is one of those Lemurian style weapons that I believe we saw in Wave 1. So got the red translucent plastic, red to yellow. Very neat. All right, now let's see what we got for the card. Okay. The card, let's not cut it. Go ahead and put my scalpel through there and give it a quick slice. And do it again. Go kind of reverse of the card so I don't cut my card. It's probably a better way to do this. There we go. All right, who do we get? Let's see which side the artwork's on. Artwork's on this side, so, and it looks like I got it upside down, so here we go. Ready? The Face of Darkness. So I pulled the Face of Darkness card. Let's go ahead and flip it around. Give you a zoomed in shot of that so you can see if I can get that zoomed so you can read it. I don't know if it's coming in clear or not. It seems like it's not focusing very well. Sorry about that. But anyway, the Face of Darkness card. Very neat Savage Crucible artwork. And that's it. So we will end it at that. I feel like this video was kind of sloppy. Sorry for that. We'll go ahead and polish it for next time. But hey, Jaeger, Savage Crucible, Wave 2. I'll start taking some pictures for my short now, but a good looking figure. I'm excited to open up all the barbarians as well. Probably, I think I want to see the warrior with ball and chain, and I believe it was Krieger looked really cool. I really like those absolutely barbarian looks. Actually, one more thing before I go, what I know you probably want to see. Let's go ahead and stack them up next to Mythic Legions Barbarian. I don't know if I have any Mythic Legions Barbarians heads nearby. I've got a skeleton head. We'll pop that skeleton head on it. There we go. Go ahead and put his sides down. Height-wise, looks like Jaeger is slightly taller, so I can't really hold him up like this for you, but in terms of body and buck, I mean, he looks comparable, very comparable to Mythic Legions. Very neat. We'll have to do some more looks and side-by-side comparisons of these off camera, but very excited for this wave and for the future figures, especially the Piranoids. And that's it. We're going to end it here. This has been your Action Figure Minute. Peace.